This will be year number 19. I live here. I went to high school here. My family is from here and still lives here in this area. I have 6 kids, 2 of them in college and 4 from the intermediate to the high school. And we live on a farm / ranch. And yeah, our family is close here and enjoy doing things pretty close to home. Not a huge traveler, but enjoy that a little bit too.
In your profession?
I think teaching here specifically, the caliber of students that we have challenges and motivates our teachers to be prepared every day. And these students want to be challenged and pushed. And it's that day-to-day is a significant motivating factor to be, in terms of in the classroom on top of your game and to, challenge kids. It takes a tremendous amount of, I think, especially these kids, you kids, preparation on the front end of education that I think our teachers here do a really good job of. And they have to, again, because kids come prepared and want to be challenged and want to learn. So it's kind of a long answer, but the caliber of the environment and the climate here is a great motivator for teachers to always be prepared and trying new things and pushing into different areas where they haven't been before.
At Granville.
It's been a great experience. This is I've taught juniors and seniors over the course of my career in Government 11, AP 12. So I've had a lot of different experiences. The common theme, I guess, is that if we can, as a social studies department, really, we're trying to challenge kids to think creatively about problems and look for sometimes asymmetrical solutions and be able to be open-minded about other thoughts and opinions. It's okay to be opinionated, but we want our kids to be open-minded with respect to other people's opinions too. 19, this will be 19 years this season, and I've coached at every level, from 7th grade head coach up to my position now, and have a pretty good feel over that period of time for how the different parts of the program work and so on. And I've had successes and failures for sure here during my time at all the different levels. So I'm excited about this year's football team and our accomplishments. And this was a season where we had a very small senior class with 7 players. And to do what we did and honestly, we had a great shot to win all of our football games, and just weren't quite good enough in those 2 regular season contests to win those 2 games. But the accomplishments and the way that these seniors and the underclassmen too played and represented the school was really exciting. It was great to get back to the playoffs. And unfortunately, we played a great team in the playoffs and didn't play as well as we would have liked to. But in terms of looking back at the overall season, some great individual accomplishments, and also certainly the team accomplishments to finish 2nd place in the league and to make the playoffs in the toughest Division III region in Ohio speaks a lot to the character and the work ethic of our kids and our coaches too. They did a great job.
Start coaching.
I think teaching and coaching, for many of us, we get into it for very different reasons than how it evolves and develops. I got into coaching because I like the game a lot. I enjoyed the strategy side of the game. I got into teaching because I liked history and social studies. And you develop over a period of time, I think some of us, maybe not all of us, your passion for actually working with people supersedes whether it's the X and O strategy part of football or the curriculum and history side of being a social studies teacher. So what I got into it for, as I said, is very different than why I enjoy doing it every day now as a more seasoned coach and teacher.
Future football players.
We want to have players that, and to try to sum it up in a really simple statement, we want to produce the kind of young men and ultimately men that people want to be neighbors with, people who are honest, people who are hardworking, who have high character, and are very trustworthy community members. And so we do a lot of things to try to do our part to make sure that that happens. We want to have great football teams, there's no doubt. We want to win championships, we want to win playoff games and so on. But at the end of the day, our core goal is that, to create the kind of human beings that we'll be proud of down the road, that do great things and are honest and upstanding and trustworthy.
Future students.
I think, and I alluded to it a little bit before, the fact that not all the students that come through here are going to like government necessarily. And we talked about that early in the year, and I understand that, and I'm willing to admit that. But if they leave here, and I think this high school does a good job in all of our courses, better problem solvers and critical thinkers than when they came in, then we will have done a pretty good job in terms of educating them. Because it's not, as I said, very few kids are actually going to go into political science, but there are a number of them that can take important lessons from this class and from other classes and put it to practice in whatever it is they decide to do with their lives. A lot of different people, I guess. I admire our players, to be quite honest. I admire student athletes at this high school who are committed on both ends and do a great job in the classroom and with respect to their commitment to their teammates. In terms of like the adult world, I admire people who have been in their profession for a long time and continue to grow and develop and evolve, in a changing world, but hold on to core values of honesty and hard work and sacrifice for, the good of the group. And so I guess there are a number of different types of people, both young and older, that I admire for what they do.